Hello, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Appreciate you guys being here. This is a video I should have done 5 years ago.
Is it?
Yeah, you bet it is. All righty. Arwa, good to see you. Gouthie, good to see you. Lisa Trimble, the one and only Chris Melinda. Wes Lightburn, thank you all for being here. Zakru, 8526. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. If I didn't see your Fowler's here. If I didn't see your name, please leave a comment so I can kind of greet everybody before I get started. Archie's mom. Good to see you. Keith Kingman. Hola. Kristen says, I hear the Salinas Motor Speedway. And Chef Tobby in the background.
You can't prove that.
She's good. Mike Bragg, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Bustin' Roots, hello there. It's John, actually. Brandon Collins, hello. Good to see you, man. Hi, Jeremiah. Please, everybody hit the like while you're here. It is free, you know. If you had to pay to hit a like, I understand you're not doing it. Even hit the downvote if you want. I don't care. Bioshock, hello there. Hi, John. Ted Hammond, hello there. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Hold on one second. I'm going to blow my nose. Be right back. Did I say hi to Gouthie already?
Did I?
I don't know. Hi, Gouthie. Yeah, I was just telling Tommy this is a video I should have done long ago, years ago. M. Dalton, hello there. Guys having a good weekend? I am. You may have noticed that I haven't done a live stream. Today is day 13, almost 2 weeks without doing a live stream. And there's a reason for that. Hi, Heidi. Excuse me. I say that I should have done this video years ago. I really should have. Let me explain to you why. This started, what's leading me up to what we're going to talk about, started 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Hi, Chilihead. I have been making videos and just uploading videos, but I just haven't been doing live. Look at that. I assumed you're on vacation, says Tommy Scoville. Hi, Diane. DS Kitty. About 9 years ago, I did a video. I get a message from somebody. I'm not going to use her name, but she said she'd been going through a lot. Hi, Lisa White. And she actually said in an email, I still have it, that she was going to take herself out. She had a lot of bad stuff that was happening in her life, lost a son. And she would, I'm telling you a true story. I have the email still. Hit the like, please. She said she was online looking for ways to unalive herself. And then somehow in the process of doing this, she found my first plutonium video. And she, she said, if you can get through that, I can get through what I'm getting through. And I emailed her back for a long time, trying to encourage her. And then one day I was doing a live stream, and she, hi, Jason Brown, good to see you. Been a fan since I took 21 drops of, actually was Pure Evil is what that was. But thank you, Jason Brown. I appreciate that more than you know. She, I was in a live stream, and I see a comment from her. I knew her name. She left a comment saying that she said, hi, Johnny, I'm only alive because of you. That's what she said. And I remember in the moment and long after, hi, Virginia, thinking, holy mackerel. So what happens if I stop doing videos? Right? I got broad shoulders, but that was a weight that felt like the world on my shoulders. And
no pressure there, John.
No pressure at all. So, but anyway, you ever hear the expression, don't meet your heroes? You've heard that, right, Tommy Scoville?
Yeah.
They should have one that says, don't meet your followers. Now, please understand, before I go any further, I want to thank every one of you. I mean it. Thank you all for the love and support for almost a decade. It means the world to me. But here's the problem that I have. Since the very, very beginning, I've tried to be very approachable. And if you email me, more than likely I'd email you back. You know, if you message me, I used to be, I'm not on Facebook anymore. I think I did, Jeremiah. Lewis, hi, good to see you. So I've tried to be very approachable and very accessible. And it's been while it was good, you know, it created some issues. And they just keep piling on, you know. The word fan comes from the word fanatic. At any rate, what's happened over the years is that it's just become a problem. I've got, you know, I wake up in the morning and I've got 50 emails from people who want to talk, you know, and for the longest time, let me tell you, I think the first 5,000 comments that came in, I responded to every single one of them. And I remember one day that I did a video. I said, I can't respond to comments, every one of them. I just can't. I mean, I can make videos or I can respond to comments. And I had a company approach me once and say, hey, man, we'll take care of your comments and your social media. I'm like, here's the thing. I said to them, people know me. They know how I talk. They know how I interact. I said, it wouldn't work. They would know like that. It would be disingenuous. I couldn't do it. And they said, well, what this person said is we were emailing back and forth. She said, I can email you every time we have one that we have concerns on. I said, I'm still, no, it wouldn't work. So what's happened is,
You have their number?
right? Over the years, it's just built, it's added, the pressure is added. And I end up feeling like, and I said this a while back, I've kind of cut back a lot. I end up feeling like, if you feel like you're in the camp that I'm talking about, I don't mean this personally. I'm just being truthful with you all, okay? I feel with a lot of people, not with everybody that I've communicated with, okay? But I feel like to a degree, I'm responsible for some people's happiness. I'm telling you, there are a bunch of cases where that's absolutely the truth. And I got a hard enough time being responsible for my happiness. You know what I mean? So I can't, I just can't take that on. I can't. And, I deleted my Facebook account. That was Tommy, actually. Tommy, you're a genius. It took a long time to figure out how to even do that. They don't want you ever to delete your Facebook account. And Tom, it's good to see you. You should go on Hot Ones, the show. If they had approached me 7 years ago, I would have done it. I wouldn't go on their show now. Anyway, I'm still on Instagram. And there are people, let me tell you something. There's somebody on Instagram who every single week, at least once or twice, sends me a message saying hello. This person used to call me on Messenger, on Instagram, out of the blue. I've never spoken to him before. And he would call me once or twice a month. Never said, hey, I'm going to give you a call tonight. If you're around, answer. If you're not, he would just call me. And that was not a gunshot. It may have sounded like one, but it's not. The bottom line is I feel the pressure of that. So I'm stealing this from Tommy because he was talking about this. I still am going to interact with you guys. I promise you. But this is where it's going to happen. Humble Guy Gaming. Man, I'll tell you what. Hi, Lime. Humble Guy Gaming. Not much, but giving back, saying thanks for what you do, buddy. I can't tell you how kind that is, and I appreciate it more than you know. But I heard Tommy say this. I promise you, I'm still going to interact with you, do live streams. I promise you I will. I'll still interact with you in comments, but this is where it is. I can't, Listen, I want to tell you guys something. If my mom sends me an email, it falls into the abyss, the void. I don't answer anybody's emails. I really don't. I send some out to people, and it's kind of different. But if somebody emails me, you may know, you may be one of the people like, man, you haven't responded to me. I don't email people anymore. I don't respond to Messenger. I just can't. I can do that here. The weight of it is incredible. I know it sounds silly and ridiculous, but it's really my fault. I should have made this video 5 years ago. I need to set boundaries. You guys ever hear of parasocial? Do you guys ever heard of the term parasocial relationships? Essentially, it's where it's usually a one-sided relationship where they end up feeling like they know you. And here's a problem. If anybody, there are people in this chat right now that have been with me personally and know me. And if you did, what you would say is, my God, that guy, Johnny Scoville, is exactly in person like he is on video. I really am. So, but this parasocial thing, I have people that, I don't know what it is. It's not a love thing. You know, I mean, 30 years ago, if you had somebody you liked, somebody on TV or somebody you followed, you couldn't just send them an email. You couldn't find them. You couldn't call them. You know, it wasn't possible. And I don't think it happened as much. But it gets like this whole parasocial thing. It's not, you know, I've got a bunch of guys that are in that camp. You know, I'm serious. I have more women than men. But additionally, I'm going to tell you this. Additionally, over the years, and this is the truth, I've got people that hate me. I got people that make videos about me constantly. You know, it's true. It's true. No, it's true. That tell me, that say the worst thing. They make videos saying the worst things about me. Hi, Mark. Man, I think about you always, dude. You're a good dude, man. I hope you're doing well. Not one thing they say about me is the truth. Here's the thing. I've been very straightforward. If you guys ever got a bus pass, we call it a train pass now. By the way, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to give away 10 bus passes. Guys call it a train pass from now on, but I'm going to do that right now. How does that sound? Hang on just a second. And there's 5. We're going to do 5 more. How about that? There you go. I just gave away 10 passes. There are a couple hundred videos that you can watch if you get one of those bus passes. If you look at the Couch Time series, I've been so wickedly honest about my past, who I am, bad things I've done. He's a suitor. Good to see you, Robert Suitor. But not one thing that they say about me is the truth. And here's the problem with that. If somebody watches one of those videos and never watches another, never comes over here, then they go out there thinking that I'm some of the worst things. You can't imagine some of the things they say about me. Not one of those guys. They're not women. No woman has ever done that. But not one of those guys has ever met me personally. Heidi. I said Heidi already. Good to see you, Heidi. Hi, Virginia. And they're very, very tough behind a keyboard. You know what I mean? Rico Dorsey, good to see you. The very first person that went after me, this is the truth, was on Facebook, which is funny because usually you can't see them. They're just slime bags. They hate in me what is missing in them. And that's the truth of it. This guy was messaging me. I was going to the New York City Hot Sauce Festival, and he told me that he was going to beat me up. Pretty funny, right? So I'm like, now I'll tell you where I'm going to be. It wasn't a booth that I had early on before I started selling products. People would pay me, Mortality Rated, good to see you. They'd pay me to be in their booth. Clues, good to see you, because I was like a mermaid. I'd draw the sailors in. If I stood behind a booth, they'd get more traffic. So I was in this person's booth, and I was saying hi to everybody. I looked down and I see him. I knew what he looked like, right? I run at stuff. I don't run away from stuff. So I'm like, bring it. So he was walking towards me, but he was looking to his left. He didn't see me at all. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to walk right to me. So I walked around the booth, and he was probably 5 feet away, and he turned his head and saw me. Asked me to sign something and asked if he could get a picture. It wasn't so tough in person. So one of the people that go after me, the very last email they ever sent me, never had a bad word with the guy. The last email he ever sent me says he loved the channel. He said, 8 months ago, I was chasing the dragon, and now I'm chasing the heat. It's because of you and your channel. Chase the heat forever. I love you. That's the one who is probably the biggest hater of me. So the reason I bring that up is, hi, Brian, every single person that's trolled me and hates me was one of the people that I interacted with way beyond just this, like with emails or phone calls. I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm not. I promise you, we'll still do this. My paws are bigger than his. Promise you that. I got big mitts. Well, I'm still going to do live streams like this, and I'm going to interact with like Lisa Trimble, one of my favorite people. Lisa Trimble. Long time no see. Good to see you, Alan. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm still going to interact with you guys here. You know what I mean? Romario, good to see you. And if you're somebody that I interact with, because I'm telling you, I'm never going to talk to people before. There are people that I do email. But when I get Christopher Westcott, bro, good to see you. You don't know the stress it is to get up in the morning and open your emails and see emails of people. I get them right now. The people that their happiness hinges on me. And I can't do that anymore. I won't. Just not going to. So I should have set up boundaries, better boundaries, long ago. And I should have adhered to them. But I didn't. And so this is my fault. It's nobody's fault. It's me. This is on my shoulders, nobody else's. So I don't want anyone to be offended. If you send me an email and I don't email you back, sorry. I don't email anybody back. So, but that's what's going on with me. That's why I haven't done a stream. I've been kind of mulling it over. I should have done this so long ago. You know when I should have done it? I should have done this when that person said to me, I'm only alive because of you. That was brutal. I don't need that stress. I mean, I still think about that woman all the time. I haven't seen her in a live stream in 6 years. It scares me. I'm like, what happened to her? Let me tell you something, Brett. Let me tell you something funny. I don't see what anyone has to say that's bad. Good. I've watched you for years. You seem like a down-to-earth guy. I'm a pretty down-to-earth guy. What you see is what you get. I don't have a costume I put on when I get in front of the camera. I really don't. And truly, there are people in the chat who spent time with me personally, and they will tell you it's who I am. You definitely need to pray for them, Arwa. Here's the thing. When you fill your heart with hate, you know what it'll do? It'll destroy your heart. Garbage in, garbage out. There's only one person that actually spent time with me that has turned on me. And it wasn't them. It was their wife that convinced them. And that's really all it is. But since I started the channel, I've not done one negative thing to anybody. That's the truth. If I had, you'd be hearing about it. You hear people say things about me, but there's no evidence of it. That's the truth. It's funny. When I did reviews, if I got the first time I did a really nasty review, here's the truth. I was in a really bad mood. It was a mainstream product that I bought in a store. I've had lots of like businesses send me product, and if hi Joseph, hurt me. I heard you. Here's the deal. This has happened probably a couple dozen times where somebody would send me a product. I would do the review and I'd call them and say, you don't want me to post this review. I didn't like your product. Here's why. I'll tell you what you can do to, didn't appeal to me. It may appeal to other people, but I couldn't say much good about it. And I don't want to, that's not why I'm here, to down people. So I never even, I've never hurt anybody. Now, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I was a bad guy. I hurt a lot of people. It's true. Old fashioned, look at that. Good to see you. It's good to see you. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Here's the problem. For the longest time, they felt like my monkeys. And I swear to you, all of this is my fault. I let people get, You know what? I was talking with Tommy yesterday. Like, I'm not famous, you guys. I'm really not. I'm a small, look, I'm not. But we were talking last night at dinner. I can't imagine being somebody who is famous. You know what I mean? Like, really famous. I can't imagine what that's like. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. But Brian, awfully sweet comment. Everybody on the bus knows you're generally a good man. That attracts the haters. Misery always looking for company. What is this? I think I hit it on the head. They hate in me what's missing in them. Addition, I'll tell you this. I don't have anybody that hates me and says negative things about me. That was just a viewer. In other words, it just saw a video one day and said, "That's it. I'm going to make videos and hate this guy for the next 5 years or whatever." They're all people that had a YouTube channel that started off trying to make content. Here's the difference between a troll and a YouTube channel. If you're a content creator, you create content. You can hold people's attention, right? Brandon, good to see you, dude. The people that aren't able to, they try and they can't, and they fail. And it's almost like a situation like a kid that wasn't reared properly and that can't see the difference between good attention and bad attention and just want attention. So they still would probably call themselves YouTubers, but they're not. They're just people that need prayer. And you want to know something? You may not believe me, but I'm telling you the truth. I pray for them by name, a handful of them every night. It's the truth. I do. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm not going to be a long video. I love you guys. I'm probably going to make more videos now. Here's the thing. I can respond to people and be pen pals to a lot of people, or I can be a content creator. That's it. Metal Music Maniac. YouTube creators get the bad water mouth, I'll tell you. World's okay. Good to see you, man. But I want you guys to know, and I genuinely mean this, I appreciate you so much. I do. You know, an hour ago, I was looking at, I don't know what made me go there. I'll tell you what, I got a comment. I didn't know. I'm like, what is he talking about? So I clicked on the comment. It takes you to the video, right? So I'm looking at the video. It was a video it was the one with the lightning, the close to panic mode. It's a 9-year-old video, for real. And I scrolled down and read a couple of comments. One said, I should get it. I'm going to get it. You know why? This will give you an idea. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to. Don't you think I'm playing? I want you to.
Decisive.
Right? Forget about it. I'm a very decisive guy. Give me just a split second. The bottom line is this person said that they lost a loved one recently. It was his wife. He lost his wife. Christopher Westcott, Joshua 19. Trying, dude. He had lost his wife. I'm not going to be able to find it. Anyway, he lost his wife. He said, I've been dead. Part of me died when she died. But you brought me back. You know, I've had so many people over the years saying, I went through a hard time and you got me through it. I eat peppers, man. I review hot sauce. Nothing special about me. You know what's special about me? I've been consistent. I've done this for a really long time. Anyway, so we'll still do this. You know what? This protects the community. Do you guys understand that? It really does. It protects me. It keeps the community healthy. Italicizer, good to see you, bro.
You've also been called the songbird of your generation.
I have been called the songbird of my generation. So anyway, please do me a favor. Don't be offended. All right? If you're one of those people that sends me emails, just know this. I don't open emails for my mom. She can call me if she wants to talk to me. I don't do emails. All right? So, you know, I'm still going to comment and respond to comments in the comment section. I promise you that. And we'll do this. We'll keep doing this. I'm not going to stop doing this. At the end of January, I get about 35, 36 different strains of super hot peppers. I'm fired up about that. I live in a climate where I can grow peppers all year round. And I'm going to grow super hots because there aren't any super hots here. What do you think there'd be super hots here? What'd you think? So I'm going to get back to doing pepper videos, super hot pepper videos, the peppers I grew. Gosh, that's exciting. So please know it's not going to stop. I'm just getting started. Heard ya. Johnny, this is better than TV. You hang out with us, and that gets our minds off stuff we don't want to think about. It's personal. And I appreciate that, man. I really do. This isn't a dig to anybody. And as I said earlier, I got broad shoulders. All of this falls on my shoulders. It's nobody's fault but my own. And I should have done this a long, long time. If I had, I wouldn't be having this conversation now. Not only do I pray for the trolls, I pray for their chats. Living on hate must be hard to live. It's true, Lisa. Here's the truth of it. Hate will destroy your soul. It'll destroy your heart. It just will. It's not worth it. You know? Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now. I appreciate you guys a lot. All right? Be careful what you take in as far as content. You wouldn't want to consume something that was going to make, if you knew there was something, a food that was going to make your heart black and sick and make you die, would you eat it? Marty and Jamie, good to see you. Probably not, right? That's what watching garbage does to you. It'll infect your heart, and nothing's worth that, right? All right, guys. Thank you for your understanding. Please know I love you all. For everybody who got a membership, Gunnar, good to see you, dude. For everybody who got a membership, please check those videos out. Every one of those videos, not one has ever been seen on the normal channel. I promise you. And they're a huge chunk of them are demonetized. And anytime I get a demonetized video, you can bet it's a good one. All right, guys. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for your kindness. Put love in your heart. It's a lot better than hate. I'll see you guys soon. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.